Isagenix in Tuscany. None of this would not have been possible without Isagenix. So, is it okay if we share our story?
Yes.
We started this journey 6 years ago. And we only started because David was sick. He was very sick. And he needed to do something about his health. He had tried many, many things. He was a professional soccer player in his day, but every 10 years he was putting on more and more and more weight. So he had to do something, and he tried everything. He became vegetarian for 12 months. He gave up carbs for 12 months. He did every exercise, every program, every diet you can imagine, and nothing worked. He'd bring home more gym equipment, and it didn't work. Then the bike would hurt his knees. Then he'd have the Pro King, the rowing machines. He'd buy those stupid big balls, you know, those big balls? And you can't put them anywhere in a house. Where do you put those balls? So I would deflate them, put it in the loft, he'd buy another one. And as you know, I'm Italian, and I'm passionate about cooking. But when he went through these phases, it wasn't fun anymore. Because I was cooking 3 different dishes every night. The kids would say, "Mum, we have 5 children." So they'd come home, "Will you cook this? Will you cook that?" And I'd have to cook something special for Dave. So, no, I don't think so. So I said to him, if we are doing everything that we can and nothing is working, let's get on with our life. So he said, okay. Phew. So, do you want to take over from here?
Oh, you can. You did a wonderful job, Dora.
We had got to this point that we thought, right, and I knew it wasn't. He was on so much medication. He had very high blood pressure. Gastric reflux was so bad. The acid used to come out through the nose. That's how bad. and he had precancerous cells on his esophagus. So every year he would have to have an endoscopy. So, but they told him that he was born with a faulty valve on the stomach. So every time he ate, the acid would come up. So we tried everything, and then the medication that he was on was so high that his liver was like that of a drug user. So every time they would test his liver, his enzymes were so high. So he was sick. We were very, very sick. He had to do something, but nothing was working and was giving us a lot of stress. So just when he had decided that we weren't going to do anything else, we had our own business. And anyway, we took the product. In the first 30 days, he dropped 10.7 kilos. Yeah.
Whoa.
And when we started with the product, because he was speaking to somebody in Sydney about our business, and this woman said, I've just come back from the US with a new product. He said, what is it? She said, organic weight loss. He said, I'll have some. And I was there and I thought, no, 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 no more. You promised me. So he knew I was behind him in the office. So as he was speaking to her on the phone, he was on the website looking, and I was behind him, and I thought, do you know what? I'm Sicilian, I'm very good with the knife. I'm going to get the knife and I'm going to kill him now. And he wouldn't turn around. I could see the back of his hair. All the hair was standing up on the back of his neck because he knew I was there. But he wouldn't turn around. So he was looking on the website while he was talking to her. So I went into the kitchen. I thought, it's okay. He's not going to be there all night. Sooner or later, he has to come out of the office and I'll be waiting. Yeah. So eventually came out, and I was so angry that my kitchen was shining because I scrubbed it, waiting for him to come out. And when he came out, he said to me, what? I said, you promised. He said, if it helps me, is it worth it? I said, fine. I said, 30 days, don't tell the children, don't tell the neighbours, let's get on with life. Just 30 days. But he ordered me 30 days as well. So that was another problem. So we started on this journey. I made him promise not to tell anyone. Dave went on to losing 10.6 kilos. But for me, even though he wasn't allowed to tell anyone, day 3, something happened. We have 10 grandchildren, and at the time we had 2. And I used to look after them 3 days a week. And by the time my babies went home, I was so tired. But day 3, something happened. I had this energy. I'd forgotten what it felt like. You know, and then when you're 55, things happen around here, all these things. And it was so, and people go, yeah, that's what happens when you're 50. This happens. What else happens? All this stuff happened. And I never exercised, but I had my grandchildren, and all this went. So, but I still wasn't going to tell anyone. My friends were saying, you're looking great. Yeah, I'm on this stuff. Don't talk to me about it, just on this stuff. I didn't even know we had head office in Sydney. But our first pack came in from Hong Kong in Chinese. And I don't speak Chinese. And I didn't care, because I thought, if instead of 30 days, if I can put more in the shake so it lasts 25 days, it's good. And our Ionics and Cleanse were in the same bottles, but I couldn't tell the difference.
With China's instructions.
So on Cleanse days, he was getting full bottle of Ionics. So,
and I was going, what was I like? I was saying to Irene, she'd give me a full bottle of Isagenix in one day. I'm going, this is great stuff, man! Whoa! We need some more of this. Some more.
You see? And he got the results. So 5 months into Isagenix, we did have a really good business. And it was a Queensland-based business, and they wanted to bring the tool back from China to manufacture it all in Australia. And they kept on saying, can we have some more money, $60,000, $60,000. I used to say to Dave, such a great business, why don't they go to the bank? Why do they want our money? So anyway, we gave them the money. 2 weeks after Christmas, we got the call to say they went into receivership. Gone. $500,000 in one day, gone. And that day was a very, very black day. It was a very hard day. Because you think, what now? Our business went into receivership. The Queensland company called us to say they were closing the door. So all day we were just walking around thinking, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And that night, I picked up the compensation plan. It was only 2 pieces of paper. We had nothing when we started. No CDs, no testimonials, nothing. It was 2 pieces of paper. And I said to David, could this work? And he said, I don't know. But we were passionate about the products. We had no idea what was in the products, but we were passionate about it. Gave us our life back. Dave dropped 17 kilos. I felt better, and we both felt better than we did in our 40s. So we got to work. Within 14 months, we hit our first 6 figures. But only being passionate about how we felt. Just sharing with people how we felt. But we had to do something. We were determined to have a good life for our children and our grandchildren.
Big hand for Irene. Irene I'll be back a little bit later on this afternoon to share some more stuff with you. But guys, Australia then reminds me so much of Singapore now. Because we had nothing in those days. You guys have now got great products, you've got great backup, you've got great corporates. We didn't have any of these things. We're living in a city of about 1.7 million people and the most isolated city in the world. Head office is the same distance away as Singapore, 5-hour flight. So we didn't have any of that. And anything that we needed, we had to make. We had to make do. We had to put things together. We wanted to have a meeting. We had to hire a meeting hall and advertise and get people out and get people together. Just reminds me so much of these baby steps that you guys are taking now. And all I can say is don't get discouraged at all at any of the challenges that are going to come your way. Because we had what might have seemed like insurmountable challenges at times. One of the things you need in this business is a reason why you're doing it. And Irene will talk about this why later in the day. But this why you're doing it, the reason that you get up in the morning, the reason that you use Isagenix, the reason that you talk to people about Isagenix, there has to be a really strong reason why. Because when you come against your challenges, what needs to happen is your why is bigger than your why not. If your why is always bigger than your why not, you'll overcome any challenges in life. This is one of our main whys. We've got 5 children and 10 grandchildren. That's with a clap, isn't it?
Yay!
And there's some of the kids here. This business is a legacy business. This is really important to us. This means that what we earn in Isagenix, the business that we put together in Isagenix, we can will to our children. These kids are going to get the benefit. This company, Isagenix, is allowing us to change our lives, it's allowing us to change our children's lives, and it's allowing us to change our grandchildren's lives. And here's the 3 latest additions. The one on the right there, little Jack, how old is he? 3 weeks old? 3 weeks old. And we love our kids. We're very, very family orientated. I see a little baby over on the side there. Look, it's just absolutely fantastic. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So this is a big thing for us, is family. And the fact that we can run our business and leave our business on is massive for us. 100% involvement. Now today we're going to go through quite a few things. We're going to share a lot about ourselves with you. We're going to put a lot of things in place that we hope that you can take away from here and start using tomorrow to help you grow your business. But to do that, while we're here in this room today, we need 100% commitment from you guys. Who's willing to give 100% commitment?
Me!
Every single hand should be up. Who wants to be an Isagenix millionaire? Ah, now we got some action, sir. Okay. So, if everybody wants to be an Isagenix millionaire, what are you prepared to do to achieve that? Let's hear from a couple of people. What are you prepared to do to become an Isagenix millionaire? And there's only really one answer to this. Any volunteers? Just any brave people? 100% commitment, 100% involvement. Young lady at the front. Work.
I'll do whatever it takes to...
That's the answer.
Exactly.
Right there. That's the answer. Whatever it takes. Well done. Big clap. Prepare to do whatever it takes. Now is the hard bit. The first test. Who's got one of these? Everybody got a mobile phone?
Yes.
Is it switched off?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I know this is really hard, but we're going to have to do this. Goodbye. See you later. Away she goes. And if you need to text, there's nothing more disruptive than texting in a meeting. If you could just pop outside and just do the texting you need to do, will be absolutely fantastic. So, 100% involvement. Now, what's going to happen in the future? Anybody got a crystal ball? Anybody know what's going to happen in the future with Isagenix? No. I do. I know exactly what's going to happen in the future for Singapore, for Australia, for the US. I know exactly what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. You're going to have opportunity, massive opportunity, mixed with challenges. Because opportunity does not come along without challenges. There's always bumps in the road. As you move forward with your Isagenix business, lots of things are going to happen that have become challenges for you. You will have people drop out of your business. You'll have people say they don't want to join your business. You're going to have massive opportunity with lots of challenges. We had all these challenges over the past 6 years. All of these challenges. We had close relatives say no. We had close relatives say yes and then drop out. Irene's sister, we've signed her up 3 times. She keeps dropping out. And we said, we're never going to do it again. We'll never sign her up again. And she had massive results. This is the same thing. Who's had a great result with Isagenix? Wow, okay, lots of people. Who's received a cheque or money from Isagenix? Okay, most people in the room. Now, if you're new to Isagenix, I hope you had a really good look around then, because that's substantial what just happened. How many people receiving some form of compensation from Isagenix? This is some incredible news from Perth, where we're from. On this weekend, they're having an ISA University. Sold out. There's people on the internet saying, can I get tickets? Where can I get a ticket? How can I get my hands on a ticket? And last week in Australia, they broke all sales and recruiting records. $2.5 million in sales. and nearly 3,000 people recruited in the week. Now, I put this slide up here because you guys have to understand it wasn't always like this in Perth, in Australia. It was, we're talking to Jeremy, it's exactly the same as you guys have it now. Opportunity mixed with challenges. This is what's coming, guys. When we first started with Isagenix, we first started having our meetings, I would stand at the front of the room and I would talk to people in the room and I wouldn't say, oh, we think this might happen in the future. We think this might happen. We think we might be successful. We think we might be millionaires. We think we might get an Isagenix re-entry. I used to stand there and look people in the eye with an absolute fervour and say to them, we will be Isagenix millionaires. We have a 5-year plan. We will get an Isagenix re-entry. We will have meetings where there are thousands of people in the room. And that happened this year for the first time. We never took a backward step. We absolutely 100% believed what we were doing and where we were going, and we knew what was going to happen. Network marketing is a profession. If somebody asks you what you do, who says, I'm a network marketer?
Yes.
Okay? All you other guys got to start doing this. This is a profession. This is a profession that can give you rewards like no other profession in the world. I don't care if it's a doctor or a nurse or a lawyer or an accountant, it doesn't matter what it is. This business can give you a thing called residual income. This business, this profession can give you things that are just not available elsewhere. We had a target of earning our first $1 million in 5 years. And we did that pretty much to the day last August in an international celebration. So it took 5 years for our first $1 million. Our second million, 1 year. 1 year.
Yay.
That's the difference. So, if you look at global sales in 2012, we have International Football League, this is American figures, 9.5 billion. Video gaming, 16.5 billion. Music industry, 67 billion. Movie industry, 80 billion. Organic products, 91 billion. Network marketing, $167 billion. Are you guys proud to be in this business?
Yes.
This is a massive profession and a business. We're proud to be there. Anybody says to us, what do you do? We're professional network marketers. That's what we do. And network marketing companies give a large percentage of their income back to the distributors. $65 billion in this year. And this is you guys. Everybody that put their hand up and said, yes, I've received compensation from Isagenix, you're one of those guys. July 2014, we were the 95th millionaire. 115 millionaires. Another 20 millionaires with Isagenix since last August. Less than a year. And already we have another 20 millionaires who have earned $1 million with this company. And thousands more generate income extra every week. We have people who earn car payments. We have people who make a credit card payment. We have people who pay their mortgage. We have people who just generate extra income. Who'd like to generate extra income?
Me.
Now guys, remember the 100% commitment thing that we had? Let me just explain something. This is not your hand up. This is your hand up. This is not your hand up. Okay? So, who wants to make extra income with Isagenix? Wow, fantastic. Love it. So, people for years have worked this system. You work 40 hours a week for 40 years, and then you retire on 40% of what you couldn't afford to live on in the first place. That's gone. That's history. That is the past. It does not exist anymore. We were talking to a cab driver last night. We've come back from Clark Quay, and things change. You know, you think everything's always going to be the same. You think you're set. You think you're settled. Who in the room has a job? Who works for an employer? Who has their own business? Quite a few people. This is gone. The taxi driver was saying to us he had what he thought was a steady job. He was a driver for a mining company. He was a driver for a mining company. Then they appointed a new manager. Boom, he's out the door. The new manager just wanted him as the driver. And the only recourse he had was to go and work in the taxi industry. So now he's a taxi driver, after being this fairly high-profile driver for a mining company, he's suddenly in a taxi. He's 60 years of age. He has children who need supporting and through education and university. And you can tell the guy is in financial pain. He's in emotional pain, he's in financial pain. He needs something. Did we offer him something?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, we offered him something. We said, Theo, we have something that we feel may be able to help you. Give us your email address and we'll send you some information through to have a look at. Now, Theo may or may not move forward with Isagenix, but at least we've given him the opportunity to do that. And that's how we look at this. When we're out and about, we talk to people about Isagenix. We offer them the gift, we show them what we have. But then we're emotionally detached from the result. This is really important. If you're emotionally attached to the result, it's suddenly, oh, I said no, I can't believe that. I said no, how can they do that to me? I'm giving this up, it's no good. It doesn't work. It's hopeless. Emotionally detach yourself from the result. Give them the gift. They either take it and open it or they don't. And if they don't, we move on to the next person and offer them the gift. That's what we've done. You know, in 6 years, we have sponsored around 240 people only. 240 people personally sponsored by Irene and myself. That has grown to over 42,000 people. 42,000 people. And this is how you can generate income with Isagenix. There's 168 hours in the week. You can work maybe 80 if you really want to put yourself under a lot of stress. 80 hours as an individual person, you can work. Who works more than 40 hours a week? Anybody work more than 60 hours a week? Yeah, whoa. Anybody work 80 hours a week? Yeah, okay. Here's a great quote, I love this. Nelson Mandela. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers the fear. And we all have our fears to conquer. We all need to conquer our fears in any business, in any endeavour that we do. And ask you the question, are you living your ideal life at the moment? Who in the room is living their ideal life? Who in the room is not living their ideal life? Good guys, got the hands going up. We'll practice again. Who is living their ideal life? Irene and myself, we're living our ideal life. Who's not living their ideal life? Come on guys, 100% commitment. Well done, fantastic. Robert Kiyosaki said this. He said, if you want to create a solid future, you need to create it. You can only take charge of your future when you take control of your income source. And we've taken control of our income source with Isagenix and put in place a residual income that comes from 42,000 people. We can work maybe 80 hours a week, But when you have a team of 42,000 people, if on average they only work in the business 30 minutes a week, how many hours is that? Is that 21,000 hours? 21. So in effect, with the team that we have in place, we can work 21,000 hours. That's leveraging your time. You can't do that in any other business. We've been in Isagenix 6 years. We have compressed a 40-year career into 6 years. We put everything in place. A 40-year career in 6 years. And what's wealth? Well, who has read this book, The Business of the 21st Century? If you haven't read it, guys, this is about network marketing by Robert Kiyosaki. It's a great book to get your hands on. It goes through our business and it talks about all of these things. And Robert Kiyosaki says that this is your wealth. If your expenses are $4,000, if your expenses are $4,000 a month and your savings are $12,000, your wealth is 3 months, 90 days. Because that's the point that you're running out of cash. Your wealth is 90 days. Most people in Australia, I don't know if it's any different here, but most people in Australia tend to live week to week. Is that what happens here too?
Yeah.
Pretty much week to week? If a disaster happens, a disaster happens. Well, 3 months. Most people in Australia have too much month at the end of the money, if you know what I mean. And the cash flow quadrant, this is also described in that Robert Kiyosaki book. You have basically 4 sectors, and the 4 sectors are an employee. Who in the room is an employee? We asked this before, yeah? A few of you. Small business. This is what we were. We were small business. We were packing and shipping and invoicing and collecting money and doing all those things ourselves. Who in the room is small business? Quite a few small business people. Corporate business. This is the big business. This, I don't know if you know these guys there, but the Packers and the Murdochs and all of these companies, they're the big business. They invest millions and billions of dollars in their companies. And the I is the investor. This is a guy who is living off his investments, has his money invested, and on a weekly or monthly basis, the investments generate enough money for him to live. Now, as far as employees go, I've been an employee. I was an engineer. I was a fitter and turner. Does everybody know what that is? A tool maker, fitter and turner? Yeah? So I was an employee for years. But then we moved into small business. And there's a lot of stress in small business. You have to do everything basically yourself. You know, if you're not there, and it's difficult taking holidays, it's difficult doing things on your own, it's difficult going out, because you have this responsibility all the time. Now, how this relates to network marketing is that Isagenix, because they are in the B category, big business, they have invested millions and millions and millions of dollars in this business that we have called Isagenix. Millions of dollars invested. And they say to you, if you're in the E quadrant or the S quadrant or even the I quadrant, you can have a share of this business. You can become an agent for this business. We will do everything that needs to be done from a business point of view, the investments, the scientists, the new products, the launches, all of these things we will do. And this gives the E and the S, the employees and the small business people and the investors, the opportunity that they would never ever have in any other circumstances to move to the big business quadrant and have that big brother called Isagenix working there for you and making all those massive investments and putting the 22 million websites, $22 million websites in place. They're doing all this for you. As far as the investors go, that's the stage now that we're at. Because we've moved, we went from small business to big business to the B. We worked, as an agent for Isagenix, we produced a huge income, and now we're living off that income as an investor. We're away in Italy for 6 weeks starting on Monday, and that income from Isagenix just comes in every Tuesday, that residual income. That residual income well over $20,000 US a week. One of the things people say to me a lot is, David, I've been in this business for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, whatever. I'm only doing 6 cycles a week or 8 cycles or whatever it may be. And when the first person said that to me, I thought, I want to go away and do some sums on this. I want to have a look at this situation. And I went away and I came up with this. Now, one business cycle in Isagenix is $54, which means that if you cycle once a month, your income is $50 a month. But you need savings of $12,000 to produce that $50 a month. So you need an investment unencumbered of $12,000 at 5% to give you that $50 a month. And as you come down, you see the different cycles, and 4 cycles a month, which is 1 cycle a week. So 4 cycles a month give you how much? 200. So 4 cycles a week give you $200 a month. You need $48,000 in the bank at 5% to give you that same $200 a month. Now, here's the question I ask people. If they say, I'm only doing 1 cycle a week, okay? I work this out for them, I show them this chart, and I say, how long have you been in Isagenix? And they say, oh, we're not 3 months or 6 months or 9 months. And my question then is always the same. Could you have saved $48,000 in that 9 months? Guess what the answer is?
No.
What would the answer be, do you think?
No.
No way. And this is the start of the business. This is the start of where they're moving to. Are you designing your own future? Or are you just leaving it to chance? A lot of people go through life, you know, it's like a log floating down a river. And when it comes to a fork in the river, it's just chance that takes them here or takes them there. Are you leaving it to chance? Or are you building your dreams? Or are you building somebody else's dreams? It all starts with you. Visualise your perfect day. Visualise where you'd like to be, what you'd like to be doing, who you'd like to be with. Cast a vision of service to others. We don't have any team members in the room at all. I don't think, do we? No. We have no team members in the room. So why are we here? Why do you think we're here, guys?
Share.
To share. Service to others. And we've looked at this from day one with Isagenix. Service to others. This is to help you guys, to help establish Singapore. This is to help Isagenix to establish Singapore. This is to help you guys move forward with your businesses. I want you guys in 2, 3, 5, 6 years' time to come up to us at meetings and say, David, we listened to you that day. It was fantastic. That was the start of our journey to becoming an Isagenix millionaire. Get a clear vision of what you want in life, and where you want to go, and work out the pathway to that. In life, you know, when we talk to people, it's not necessarily the words that you say. It's very often the music that you play when you talk to people. 2 people can say exactly the same thing, but say it slightly differently and have much more of a profound effect.
I wrote the same, but in different words.
Excellent. Too many people in Isagenix, when we're talking to people that we want to join us on our adventure, talk about what they want rather than asking the person who they're talking to what they want. What you want is of no importance. What they want is of utmost importance. Because they're the people that we're giving the gift to, they're the people that we're sharing with, they're the people that we want to move forward with us on our adventure. We need to be asking people, and who are we looking for? Again, guys, who are we looking for? Any answers? Guys at the front here, all the big earners. Who are we looking for?
People with desire, who have dreams.
True, people with desires who want to move forward. But this answer is one that I've always used since day one with Isagenix. We're looking for people who are looking for us. They may not know that they're looking for us until we share with them what we have. We're looking for people who are looking for us, who are looking for what we've got. When that lady rang me from Sydney, or I rang that lady in Sydney, I was looking for her, but I didn't know why I was looking for her, really. And then just the universe said, hey, I have this nutritional cleanse, which is nutritional cleansing, get the toxins out of the body with the side benefits of weight loss. And that was me, that's all she had to say. I've tried everything else, send it to me. And the result is I got my health back. I lost 17 kilos. My tummy was out here, 118 centimetres, size 40 gene, now size 32. I've always struggled a little bit because that's just my physiology. But I have the tools now to do that. We need desire and commitment for success. Desire with no commitment will get you nowhere. You can desire all you like. You can desire, I want to be an Isagenix millionaire, I want to make $1 million, I want to earn $20,000 a week, I want to do this, I want to do that. You can desire all that as much as you like. It's only when you mix it with the commitment. And this is why I take my hats off to all you guys in the room. Because every single person in this room had made the commitment to turn up today, to come along and involve yourselves and listen to what we have to say and share, allow us to share our experiences with you. Desire on its own will not work. We need the commitment to go along with that. Who has the desire and the commitment to succeed in this business? Now, that commitment will be tested because that commitment will come to you as a question many times. We have training at the office. Do we have the commitment to go to that training? Do we have the commitment to go there? Or do we say, oh, not tonight, I watch the TV, I'll do this or I'll do that. Think about this slide when you're given the next opportunity to show your commitment for yourself, for your family, for your Isagenix team, for your Isagenix business, to Jeremy, to your people who introduce you to the business. Think about this slide. Desire and commitment are needed for success. We were very committed and we had the desire. We'd lost $500,000. When your back is to the wall, which direction can you go? All together. Forward.
Forward.
Louder.
Forward.
Louder.
Forward.
So, when we talk to people about Isagenix, All we're doing is sharing a gift. And if we look at it that way, we're sharing a gift with these people, and whether they accept it, whether they open it, whether they do, whether they don't, emotionally detached, because I've done my bit. I've offered you the gift. I've given you the gift. The rest is up to you. And if you open the gift and you decide to use it, that you like it, I will support you forever. Because I am committed to this business. When people joined us 6 years ago in Isagenix, we left them no doubt that in 6 years, 10 years, 20 years, we would still be with this company. We were going nowhere. We had the desire and the commitment. And they knew that if they came on board with us, we would stand by them, hold their hand, guide them, train them, be with them forever. Not for a month, not for 3 months, forever. So we're giving people a gift. All these people here received the gift. Now this is only a weight loss slide, but do you think that those people there with the befores and afters, do you think that they're glad they opened the gift and took the gift?
Yes. Absolutely.
Again, let's hear more. Do you think they're glad they opened the gift?
Yes.
Do you think they're glad they opened the gift?
Yes.
Thank you. I love Singapore. All the smiling faces, it's fantastic. Absolutely love it. Who was at the opening 12 months ago? Who's been involved for 12 months? Wow, look at that. Yeah. See? Desire, commitment. 12 months. Here they are, working. 5 years' time. You're still going to be here working 5 years' time?
Yes.
Got a noisy group down here. It's like, yeah. So, these people are so glad they opened the gift. When you're talking to people, speak with passion and genuine excitement. Do you think I'm passionate?
Yes.
Do you think I'm excited?
Yes.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Wow! Wow! There we go, buddy. It's important to understand that people don't buy what you do. I'm in network marketing. Come and do what I do. I'm in a network marketing business. Come and do what I do. No! People don't join you because of what you do. They join you because of why you do it. It's important why you do it. Irene will speak about the why later today. But this is the importance. Why are you doing what you're doing? So when I talk about our children and our grandchildren and the legacy that we leave and those other things, these are the reasons why we're doing it. We're not doing it for money. Trust me, we're not doing it for money. Does anybody in the room know what the end game is in Isagenix? Nancy?
What's that?
End game.
Hang on,
A
Nancy.
legacy for my children, grandchildren.
Legacy for children and grandchildren.
Yeah.
Absolutely right. But there's something else as well. There's something else that's really, really important that I think one word describes the end game with Isagenix. And that one word is freedom. Freedom.
Freedom.
Freedom. Because that gives you the freedom of choice. It gives you the freedom to do what you want to do in life. It gives you the freedom to expand your horizons. It gives you the freedom to do whatever you want to do because now you own your life. End game is
Freedom.
the end game is
Freedom.
the end game is
Freedom.
speak with passion and excitement. So before we speak to people, if we're new in the business, if we're new to Isagenix, if we're new to network marketing, and we're just getting started, have we made a list of people? Have we made a list of people that we know, have known, our past, present, future, everybody in the mobile, everybody on the computer? Have we made that list, and have we written it down? Who made a list and wrote it down? Oh, look at a number of people. The ones who have not got their hands up, write the list physically, write the list down. Don't think of a few names, physically, write it down. This is what we did. We sat down together, one of the very first things we did, and we said, okay, we're going to get into this business, we're going to do this. Who do we know? Who do we know? We got all the old diaries out, didn't we? We went through, we know we haven't spoken to them for 5 years, never mind, we'll still give them a call. Who do we know? Who do we know? Who do we know? Who do we know? And then when we contacted those people, and some of them came with us on our adventure, who do they know? Who do they know? Who do they know? And this is how we built our business. Who do I know? Who do they know? Who do I know? Who do they know? Have we educated ourselves? In other words, have we been on the website? And we've looked at everything. Have we been through all the different, tools that are on there, all the videos? Have we watched everything multiple times? Do we absolutely know what's going on that website? Do we understand what we're doing? Do we know what network marketing is? Do we understand some of the things we shared with you already this morning? Do we understand about the leverage? When we first started, there was 2 of us, myself and Irene. And Irene didn't want to be in it. She was going to kill me. Okay? She didn't want to be in it. That's how we started off. And 2 people talking to 1 person each week means that if they come on board, there's 4 of them. Yeah? What happens if 42,000 people talk to 1 person a week? This is exponential growth. That's where the company is at the moment. That's where we are. Do you understand that this is a profession? Be proud. Stand up. Look people in the eye. What do? I'm a professional network marketer. That's what I do. Best profession in the world. This profession can give you things that you'll never get in any other profession. We know doctors who are working 100 hours a week on a pittance. Our best month so far, US dollars, was $131,000 for the month. You can't live on that. It's worth a bigger clap than that. $131,000. This very often happens before you start. It's called ignorance on fire. It's somebody who is so excited. Wow, I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm going to talk to people. I don't know anything, but I'm going to talk to people. I haven't looked at any of the videos. I don't understand the business. I don't understand the profession. But I'm just going to talk. I'm going to make $1 million. I'm going to talk to people today. Guys. And then 3 weeks later, they go, no, this doesn't work. I tried that. That network marketing site, I tried that. Didn't work. Didn't work. I spoke to 20 people, not one of them came on board. Ignorance on fire is dangerous. If you're going to be on fire, that's great. But be informed on fire. It's all there on the website. Everything you ever need to know. Watch all the videos. Attend all the events. Physical, online, get on the webcasts. Educate yourselves. We tell people this business is a 12-month apprenticeship. 12-month apprenticeship. Spend that 12 months turning yourself into a professional network marketer. You can earn a lot of money on the way. I'm not saying don't earn money, but spend that first 12 months. So at the end of the 12 months, you are now a professional network marketer. You are 10 foot tall and you are bulletproof. Nothing can harm you. Nothing can sway you from your track. nothing can change your destiny because you believe in your destiny and you are going there no matter what anybody says or does. Irene's sister tries to talk us out of it. Her husband tries to talk us out of it. My best friend that I played football with tried to talk me out of it. I think I've joined him 3 times as well. But some will, some won't, as you go along. But if you're a professional, if you're 10 foot tall, if you're bulletproof, if your belief level is a 10 in every area, you've got a great chance of succeeding in this business. Who in the room, whose belief in the company is a 10? You guys up the back? Whose belief in the products is a 10? Whose belief in network marketing is a 10? Wow! So I'm impressed because I thought when we came to the network marketing bit, I wouldn't get many hands. I really didn't. Right, but you guys, almost every hand in the room, that was fantastic. Give yourselves a big clap. I love it when I get surprised. Enroll help. What was that? Who said that? What did you say? Party. Enroll help. We do a lot of 3-way calls. People ring us up to talk to the prospects. We love it. We love it. Because it's an opportunity for us to talk to new people. It's an opportunity for them to get informed correctly about the business. And the person making the 3-way, they learn as well. It's fantastic. And sponsor means responsible. A lot of people say to people when they're in this business, we went that video, words are very important. People say things like this: do you want to join my business? This is a business opportunity. I have a new business for you. I've started a new business. There's a new business opportunity. A new business where you can get rich. There are people making millions. I met them Saturday. If you're saying those things, stop it. Because what we've found is when you talk to people about a business or a business opportunity or a new business, you're talking to 2 groups of people. One group is in business and they're going, I've already got a business. I'm busy. I'm working 60 hours a week. I've got staff now. I've got stock. I've got no time. I can't do that. So they're switched off. If somebody came to us originally and said that, new business opportunity, no chance, we've got a business. And people who are not in a business, people who are employees, are thinking this. They're thinking, business, I don't know anything about business. Overheads, stock, bad debts, investment, risk, all these things, all these negatives are going to their head, and they go, oh, I don't know anything about business. Say this: I have found a way to generate some extra cash on a weekly and monthly basis. Would you like me to show you how? Yeah. Hey, come on guys, how easy is that? Yeah. Everybody wants to make extra cash. Business owners want to make extra cash. Employees want to make extra cash. I've found a way to generate extra cash on a weekly and monthly basis. Would you like me to show you how? Then what's the answer normally going to be to that, do you think?
Yes.
And if the answer is no, what do? Take the gift back. Hey, you don't want this. Go on and talk to somebody else. Also, when you're sending people information, it's really important, again, the words, the way that you use words is so important. These words here, if I, will you. So if I say to Nancy, Nancy, I'm going to give you a video. If I give you the video, will you watch it?
Yes.
Now,
When I have the time?
that's not good enough.
No, I thought you were testing.
Just as an example. So what I want to do, I'm looking for you to put the rules in place. I don't want to put the rules in place because I was saying, I'm going to give you a video, Nancy, watch it tonight and I'll ring you tomorrow. I'll put the rules in place. I want you to put the rules in place. Nancy, if I give you a video, will you watch it? Yes, I will, David. When do you think you'd have a chance to watch that, Nancy? I'll watch it tonight. Nancy, then if it's okay if you watch that tonight, is that okay if I'll give you a call tomorrow? You see the word in there? It's Nancy making the decisions, not me. I'm not putting my values on Nancy. If I send you a short video, will you watch it, or a magazine, will you read it, or a CD, will you listen to it? If I give you a brochure, will you read it? If I give you a CD, will you listen to it? The power of words, the way you word it to people is very, very important. Who's read Eric Worre, GoPro? Yeah, fantastic, fantastic. I love the book, I love the style. If you haven't read it, Eric Worre, GoPro, if you haven't read that, I really suggest to become a network marketing professional. It's one of the must-read books, something you really need to get your hands on and to do that. Don't be a tool. That's David. Who's been to one of David Wood's events? Nobody in the room? If you get the chance to go, it's absolutely fantastic. But he's saying don't be a tool, use the tools. And we use the tools in Isagenix because they're free, number one. Virtually all of them are free. They're duplicable. They're always compliant. They tell the same story every single time. As I said, they're usually free. But again, have you guys watched every video multiple times?
Yes.
We watch them over and over and over again until it's ingrained in our DNA. We know what's going on with this. So, when you're talking to people, if it's all coming out of your mouth, if all the words are coming out of your mouth, if all the knowledge is coming out of your mouth, stop it. Stop it. Start using the tools. Using the tools is duplicable. You are not duplicable. Okay? Using the tools is duplicable. You are not duplicable. You can be the most fantastic person. You can know everything. You can share everything. When you talk to somebody, you can blind them with science, and they will think, wow, this is fantastic, but I can't do this. You've got to know too much. If you give them a DVD, they'll go, oh, this is easy. Just put the DVD. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Guys, this is something that can change your lives, your children's lives, your grandchildren's lives, maybe even your great-grandchildren's lives. Get moving with this. Do it. And you've got to do it yourself. Everybody else is taken. Be yourself. Be natural. This is a book, I think it's called Outliers. And in this they said to be great at anything takes 10,000 hours. Whether you're a musician, whether you're a sportsman, whether you're a network marketer, practice makes perfect. Doesn't matter if it's sport, business, musician. They found with violin players, when they looked at violinists, the guys that got to the absolute pinnacle, and they were soloists for the Philharmonic Orchestra, and they could play that violin like it's music made in heaven. When they compared them to guys who were music teachers, the only difference when they looked at their careers was the amount of time they spent on practice. And this is the same. All the Isagenix millionaires, when you go to celebration, you'll see them, they're all sitting. These are guys who've already made the millions. They're sitting at the front of the room and they're writing everything, notes. They're listening, they're watching, they're joining in. These are the people who already made the millions. "90-day game plan." Who's running 90-day game plans? Is anybody teaching 90-day game plans here? The 90-day game plan is downloadable from the back office. It's free. Download it, and it shows you how to start moving your business fast. It doesn't matter whether you've been in for a week, or a month, or a year, or 2 years. This is a formula to get your business moving fast. And it goes through, it's stepped out. Day 1 you do this, day 2 you do this, day 3 you do this. Of those 220 people that we sponsored, probably half of those guys dropped out along the way, went off and did other things. So the whole 42,000 people came from that 110 who were left. And a massive proportion of those people came from the first 90 days that we spent with the diaries and the computers and the phones, going through, finding everybody that we'd ever had any contact with. And we rang them all. Some people said, I'm interested. Some people, yes, I'm interested. But we just waded through, didn't we? Went 7 years of diary, I think you had, Irene. 90-day game plan. Decide what you want. Decide why you're doing it. When to start. When do you start? When's the best time to start?
Now.
When's the best time to start?
Now.
Not tomorrow, not next week, not in a month's time. Now. Cast your vision. Cast your vision with people. Talk to people. You know, we're in a position in life we could never have dreamed of. I was a fitter and turner, tool maker. Irene was a cartographer. We haven't got a degree between us, but you know what we have got? We've got burning passion. What else have we got? Commitment.
Compelling.
Energy. Desire. All of these things. And you guys, you come today, you're here all day, you're going to... Who's going to the gala tonight? Yeah. Woo! Can't wait. Uncover your why. Find out why you're doing this. The reason why you get up in the morning and you think Isagenix is my future. Why is it? Is it the kids? Is it like we just bought that house that you saw in the video in Italy? That was Irene's why from day 1. It was on the vision board, day 1. And amazing, she got this photograph on the vision board. When we eventually come to buy the house, hang on a minute, that's the house. It was almost identical. Almost identical. And the way she visualised it, she could see the house. She could see the trees swaying in the breeze. She could smell the pines and the earth. And she also had a gardener, Giovanni, 26, walks around with his shirt off a lot. We haven't found Giovanni yet. Uncover why if not go for the money. Write your game plan. Write out what your game plan is. Schedule the most important things to do. But guys, do something. Do something. Here's our rule that we have with our Isagenix business. Every single day, we do something. Every single day, we do something to move our business forward. Every day. Right? And they're called income-producing activities. Every day. So every day we've got a sheet and we say, today we're going to do this, this and this and this and this. Irene's a master at it. Every night, the next day is planning. Because it's all there, all there. Prospect, present, duplicate, keep it simple, use the tools. Doing the things you said you would. If you sponsor somebody into the business and you say, we're going to work together for the next 5 years and our plan is going to be totally financial freedom for us and our families, do it. You're going to hit bumps in the road, you're going to have people say no, you're going to have obstacles on the way. Guys, that's life. Remember, what's the future hold? Future holds massive opportunity with challenges, because that's life. That's life. And trust me, if it was really easy, right, if anybody could do it, if it was really easy, Everybody would do it. There wouldn't be the opportunity. Personal development. This is so important. If you want to earn money, work a job. If you want to earn a fortune, work on yourself. Personal development and personal growth is the greatest favour that you can possibly do for yourselves, ever. Grow. And we see our team, we look at our team, and we can see the personal growth in those people is stupendous over a period of time. Get better while taking action. Stay on track. Plan what you're doing. Do what you plan. Review what you've planned and done. Adjust if necessary. Repeat. Have an accountability partner. Having accountability partners is fantastic because when you work together as a team, you're going to achieve so much more. You're always there. One's down, one's up. Drags it up. One's down, one's up. Drag them up. Both up, fantastic. Bring a third person in. That accountability partner is one of the main reasons. When you bring somebody in for the first time, the first question you should be asking them, do you have any friends that you think we should share this gift with, that you can work with this? This is us. Laser-focused team players. That's us. Absolute laser focus. We've got a reason why, and we set our goals. We just do it, and we say goodbye to toxic people. People who are toxic, we say goodbye to them people. Trust me. We move them out of our lives. They will only drag you down. Negative, toxic people, get them out of your life. They will not do you any favours. It's said that you are the average of the 5 people that you mix with. And if those 5 people you're mixing with, if they're negative, toxic people, what's going to happen to you? What are you going to be?
Toxic and negative.
Toxic and negative, because that just rubs up. Find positive people. That's why coming here today is great. You're mixing with a group of people who are positive people. Do something every day to move your business forward. And we take these action steps every day that we were just talking about. Income producing activities. Let me explain the difference. Writing the list is not an income producing activity. Calling people on the list is an income producing activity. Retention. Get paid and get your people paid. Who would like nobody ever to drop out of their business? Who'd love that, okay? Here's the way to do it. 1 cycle a week. If your people are doing 1 cycle a week, they will not leave this company. 95% retention rate, 1 cycle a week. Get paid, get your people paid. How do you see yourselves, guys? Hey, this is, some people look in the mirror and see a pussycat. We want to look in the mirror, what do we want to see?
Lion.
Boom. What do we want to see?
Lion.
And simple's the way to go. Everything works really well, until we start putting people in. It's amazing. People want to complicate things. They want to take something that's simple and change it and alter it and make it different and do their own version. Make it as complicated as possible. Keep it simple. A camel is a horse designed by a committee. It's true. And how long have we got left, guys? Where am I? Jeremy, how long? 10 more minutes. Okay, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So, let's have a look at the advantage in Isagenix. Answer me this question as I asked you, and loud, I want to hear it, right? Do we all have the same company?
Yes.
Do we all have the same products?
Yes.
Do we all have the same compensation plan?
Yes.
if everything's the same, what's the only variable?
Me.
You! Us, me, you. Right? Everything's the same. We've produced $20,000 to $30,000 a week with Isagenix. You've got the same company, you've got the same products, you've got the same compensation plan. There's a lot of people in this room cleverer than me, I can tell you that now. Who's got a degree in the room? Or a diploma or whatever you call it over. You see all these smart people? You know? A lot of people cleverer than us in the room. So the only difference is you. And what you do with the gift is the only difference. Hey, along the way, there'll be lots of people telling you this, right? Whoa, no, don't go near this. Stop, this won't work. That's called a challenge or a bump in the road, straight over the top. There's always going to be a long queue of people telling you it won't work. You know, when we started, Irene's sister and my best friend, amongst them, were people telling us it wouldn't work. Now, when we were successful, one of the things on Irene's vision board was a Mercedes-Benz car. You saw it in the video there, okay? Now, on special request to Mercedes, you can have a special horn fitted. I don't know if you guys know about this. And what you do, you get the special horn fitted, and then you go and park outside the houses of all the people that said no, and you press the horn, and it goes, na 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 na. Special request.
No.
There's always people telling you it won't work, but you know what? We just ignore them because we're going to change the world anyway. Yeah.
Yes.
Count it down, Jeremy. I'm pretty close. 5 minutes left. He's been a great guy. You got such a wonderful guy in charge of this place, I'll tell you. Give Jeremy a big hand.
Yay!
So, this is how, I'm not going to in depth how this works. This is a compensation plan, and one business cycle is $54, 900 EV. And you can make 1 a month, you can make 10 a month, you can make 10 a week, you can make 50 a week, 50 a day, you can make 100 a day. Our original business, because it cuts off when you do 250 cycles. So you do 250 cycles, that's $13,500 a week, and it cuts off and you get given a re-entry. That original business of ours that cut off, and it's only 6 months ago probably, or a year ago nearly, cut off at the 250 cycles, now does around 600 cycles a week. This is really important. I did want to show you this because as you build your business, what you just saw there on the previous slide, this is team bonus with the cycles. Now, some of these people here is you have sponsored, and guys, sponsor means responsible. You sponsor somebody, you're responsible. Sponsor means responsible. Sponsor means responsible. That's really important. So we sponsor people, some are ours, and some come from up there, overspill maybe, and this guy here might be putting people in. But the 4PET is compressed, and it's compressed to people that we have introduced, people that they have introduced, people that they have introduced, and people that they have introduced. And it's really important that you understand this and you work this in your business, because this is the foundation of your future business. This is your 4PET, personally enrolled team. And the more solid this is, the more solid your business will be moving forward. It's very important. Work with your personally sponsored, help them working with their personally sponsored. It's like your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, and your great-great-grandchildren. We've talked about this, the power of the business, power of leverage. We have 42,000 people in our team talking about Isagenix every week. That's when your business goes like that. When you start to get that leverage, systems, tools duplicate. This business is like a snowball rolling down a hill. Does everybody know what a snowball is? You wouldn't get much snow there, would you? So you start at the top of the mountain with a snowball and you just start to push it. And it's hard work, at first, because you've got to get it going. So you push, push, push. And the bigger it gets, it can get a bit harder work because you're going to push it a bit more, it gets heavier. But there's a point. There's a point when that snowball takes off on its own. And nothing can stop it. You get in the way, you get caught up with it. That's when your business hits full residual income. You don't have to be there. We're going away for 6 weeks. Our money will just roll in every Tuesday, whether we're there, and our business will grow, whether we're there, whether we're not. Again, when you hit that 13,500, the company give you another position above the one that you have, and then you can build that leg. But the beautiful thing about this is that your original business here becomes one of your legs, left leg or right leg, and you're only building one. And we have the President's Pack in Perth, which is 347 BV, and this system here means that every President's Pack sold in the new re-entry, because of all the points already on the other side, is our cycle. One sale, one cycle. Very, very powerful. And we told people about this. When we first started, like we were cycling like 3 times a month or something, and we said to people, we're going to have a re-entry. This is how it works. We were that convinced. We knew this was going to happen. We didn't think it might happen. We knew it would happen. And that's the President's Pack I just talked about. This is a simple system, and I'm going to finish up on this. This is a very, very simple system, and this is a system that we use to build our business. It's called U+2, then +2. U+2, then +2. U+2, then +2. It's a simple system that you can show people how they can get their product for free, how they can get their product paid for very, very quickly. And it's simply introducing and sponsoring 2 people and then helping them to do the same. Because this business is a business of duplication. If you're not duplicating, you're going to die. So I'm going to share this gift with 2 friends, 2 lovely ladies at the front, and then show them how to duplicate my efforts and share that. So it then becomes U+2, then +2. So guys, my time's up, so I'm going to leave you at that. It's been absolutely fantastic. Has it been good?
Yes!
Are you excited?
Yes!
Now, as I leave, I'm going to ask you 3 times, are you excited?
Yes!
The first time, we're going to make it nice and quiet. Second time, a lot louder. Third time, we're going to take the roof off. Are you excited?
Yes!
Are you excited?
Yes!
Are you really excited?
Yes!
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. David Taylor. So how was the training, guys?
Great!
Fantastic.
Yes!
So did you guys learn anything at all?
Yes!
You sure?
Absolutely!
Okay, so after this, make sure you guys take action.